Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. I'm Lisa with Craftin' and Cruisin', and I'm so glad to be on my first ever live with Craft Around the Clock and this mystery box challenge, which was quite the feat to take on for my first Craft Around the Clock. But when you hop on, please say hi, and if you are watching the replay, please let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to welcome you. My husband Rodney, who's normally my sidekick and comment reader, is busy working today, so he's not here to help. But so I may not be able to get to all your comments while I'm on the live, but I will go back and read them afterwards. And would just be excited if you would follow Craftin' and Cruisin'. We have a lot of fun over here. So I can see some people are on. I can't see comments. I went to get his iPad to try to read comments off of, and I can't sign in it or something. So it's going to be kind of touch and go reading comments while I'm here. But I was hoping that I could see when Tracy had me shared over, because I would know then that I could start. So anyway, I'm in Tennessee, Nashville. It's a kind of a muggy morning, but I think it's supposed to be a really hot day today. So I can tell that August is rapidly approaching, and I love everything Christmas. So I'm excited about doing this event because of that. And it kind of makes me get in the mood for fall and the beautiful colors. And then I know Christmas is right around the corner. If I could, I would probably craft Christmas all year round. I'd leave my tree up year round. I'm just that way. I love Christmas. So on my page, I've been doing Christmas in July all month. And I must say, I'm kind of running out of ideas. Hi, Babs. I'm close to you. You're in Mount Juliet. Oh, we should get together. I'm in Franklin. So yeah, that's awesome. Let's make a plan to get together. That would be so much fun. Can anybody tell me whether or not Tracy has shared me over to Craft Around the Clock yet, so I can get started? I only have 45 minutes. Hi, Darla. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate you. I only have 45 minutes to dig into this box that my husband put together for me. And if y'all are ever on any of my lives, you know him. We call him MacGyver because he can do anything, but he's also a big, big tease. So, because I got in on this event, great. Thank you, Darla. Darlia. Since I got in on this event late, I didn't get to send a box to somebody, so I had to let my husband choose some things. So here it is right here. He's got it all wrapped up. Let me pull it over here to me. It says, "Do not open." Obviously, it's an old Amazon box. So let's get started and see what kinds of things he has put in here. He went down to the basement last night, so I have a feeling he got some interesting things for me to craft with. But we will put something together and make it happen, and hopefully it'll look kind of Christmassy. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope the weather's pretty where you are and not too hot. I know some parts of the country are having so much problem with high temperatures. And here it's hot in August, but the humidity is what's really bad. Oh, interesting. Okay, I got some jingle bells. I got some wire. That's interesting. I got, what is this? One of those things men used to use to put their shaving cream on with? Where in the world did he find that? Oh, I got a piece of driftwood. That's kind of cute. And I think I have to use 2 of these items. And then 2, what are these? Maybe little rings to go on top of lamps. I don't know. Ooh. Okay, well, let's see. Hey, I'm new to your page. Just want to let you know I had stroke 3 years ago. Can't use them. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to use the mic to text, so sometimes it doesn't make sense. Oh, I will. I'm so sorry, Tammy. I will be praying for you, sister, and you don't worry about a thing. Hey, Tanya. Okay. So, let's see here. This was the surface that I picked out because I didn't think you would come up with anything like that. And it was just like hammered silver. You can tell I got it at Goodwill for $4.99. So it was like this hammered silver on the front. And I just went on and base coated it white in case we were to use, in case we were gonna decoupage on it or something. So I wanted it to be white to show through. Hey, Allison. This part up here is kind of rusty, as are the handles and this part down here. And I kind of like that. So I'm thinking I'm either going to leave those rusty or I'm going to do something else. I like these little bells. Maybe we could wire some of them with the wire onto here. Okay, let's get started first and see if we can figure out something to do about a decoupage. Now, will somebody please let me know when 45 minutes is up? I cannot see my clock on my telephone. Okay, so look, I have these cute Christmas decoupage papers with Santa. Some of them have Santas. Look at these. Aren't these so cute? Look at this sweet picture. I love these. Hey, Missy. Hey. Isn't she sweet? With her little muff. I used to have a muff like that. And she's got a muff too. I miss those times. That's a sweet one. Let's see. I look at her little face. Isn't she pretty? Hey, sister Jen. Look, aren't these so sweet? Thank you, Tammy, for sprinkling. Is somebody going to be the one to remind me when I'm getting close on my time, please? Because I cannot see time on my clock. So these are just some of the Christmas decoupage papers. I told you I love decoupage papers. These are from paperdesigns.it. And it says washi paper. Paperdesigns.it. I'm not sure. I don't think I ordered them from there, but I'm not positive. They have numbers on them and names, but it just says www.paperdesigns.it. Okay, I love this one. It looks like a postage stamp. Hey, Mary White Sister. So I'm thinking about maybe decoupaging it. Oops, I can't lose Santa right there. I'm going to make sure I keep him on here. Decoupaging this paper. It won't get all of his sleigh. I don't know. Maybe I need to use this because I don't want to cut off that sleigh part. But he gets wider at the bottom and this piece gets narrower. However, I think that will fit and still be able to see Merry Christmas. So let's do that. I'm going to lay these decoupage papers aside. And if y'all missed what my husband put in my box, he put in one of these little things that I think men used to use with their shaving cream. Hey, Tracy. He gave me this piece of driftwood, or I think it's actually cedar, that he got from his brother's farm. I don't know where he found these little jingle bells. They were 79 cents wherever they were bought. Some wire, which will probably wire some of those jingle bells on with. And then I don't know what these are. I think they go on the tops of lamps, but I'm not sure. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to, I'm going to try to turn these back a little bit so I can really get to the sides. And I think what I'm going to do first is trim off the border of this paper, because what I'll probably do is decoupage it down, and then I will use a sanding block and sand off the edges to make them smooth. If I was going to be adding any other embellishments, I probably, hey Dolly, well hello Dolly. I know you're expecting it. I do it every time, don't I? If I was going to be putting other like embellishments on here, then I probably would use up my water pen, and I would actually tear the edges of this paper, because normally I don't like straight edges. But since this is going on a surface that's not necessarily going to have trim around the sides, it doesn't matter if I go on and decoupage it down and then use a sanding block to sand off the excess. So I think this paper is going to be absolutely perfect. And he's so jolly. I love it. Okay. Normally I would use my Deb's Design. Here it is. I thought I didn't have it up here. Deb's, this is my favorite decoupage medium. It's Deb's Design Diary DIY Liquid Patina, and it's perfect for rice papers and for napkins. I don't usually use, uh-oh. Come on, Lisa, you can do it. Oh, I did it. I don't usually use Mod Podge for napkins or rice paper because it's too thick, and you can see this is pretty runny. Hi, Miss Mary Ocean Breeze and me. Okay, so let me get me a brush, soft brush, and I'm gonna do this a little bit at a time so that maybe I can avoid, can y'all see what I'm doing? Let me tilt you down just a little bit. Maybe I can avoid too many wrinkles. I don't mind some wrinkles. I'm wrinkled, so why shouldn't my projects be wrinkled? And some of us in the crafting world say we don't like things perfectly imperfect, right? So I'm okay if I get a little wrinkles in there. I do have a plastic bag I can put over my hand and kind of push some of them out if need be. And if this were not a metal surface, and if I were not in a timed event, I would probably use the iron method, because that's really my very favorite method of decoupaging. Make sure I'm getting it all the way over. Is the iron-on method. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me pull it down a little bit. Make sure I'm getting it all the way around. That's not quite gonna fit on the side right there. And I don't want to cover up this top part because I love how rusty it is. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna have to just piece that part because this paper is not cut to go around a curved surface. Should have taken that into consideration, but I didn't. So we'll go on and go with what we've got, and then I can piece it. See, that Merry Christmas is going crooked, and I don't want Merry Christmas to be crooked. And I've got this trim I ordered off Amazon that I'm thinking about putting around the top that I'll show y'all in just a minute. It's beautiful. I've never used it. It's real plasticky and it's real sticky. And I'm not sure. I think you can probably paint over it, but I'm not positive. Okay, we're kind of getting a little crooked. I think I'm going to have to cover up some of that top to get this the right way. That's okay. I can still put the border over it. All right. So let me go back and add a little more, but rubbing it all off, trying to move it around. So I would be interested in knowing, what is your favorite Christmas song? Whether it's a Christmas carol, sorry about this noise, y'all. Whether it's a Christmas carol or a hymn or a more modern day song, what's your favorite Christmas song? Good morning, Verlene. Okay, let's put some more down here. I hope y'all cannot hear my daughter and her daughter's new puppy outside yelping. He is so noisy, and they went for a doctor's appointment and put him outside on the run, and he does not like it, y'all. And I have heard him yelping enough. Enough already. Oh, Holy Night, that's my favorite too. I'll Be Home for Christmas. I love Oh Holy Night, usually the one I say too. Lately, in the past few years though, I have really loved Mary Did You Know. That one has kind of been my, I don't know, I don't think there's anything that can compare. Let me dry this a little bit. Can compare to Oh Holy Night though. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I love Andy Williams. Who did I hear passed away the other day? A singer, like in Andy Williams' time. Who was that? Somebody passed away. I heard yesterday Sinead O'Connor passed away. Okay, y'all. I need to put it down a little bit more here. I think I'm going to have to kind of cut around this little hook right here. Tony Bennett. Let me kind of cut around that a little bit. This X-Acto knife, I'm not sure would cut hot letter. It needs a new blade. It needs a new blade. So we've got grandchildren coming in this weekend to celebrate lots and lots of family birthdays. We have 5 family birthdays between July and August, or in July and August. And all 3 of my children, my one daughter's husband, one of her children, hey Joyce, and then so my one daughter, her husband, and her youngest daughter, and then my other daughter and my son. Okay, I've just taken a sanding block, and I'm just sanding along the edges to smooth this down, and then we can kind of go back and piece it a little bit where it may need piecing. It didn't totally fit. I do have a little bit of Christmas greenery I can put in here. I went to Hobby Lobby the other day hoping to find their Christmas greenery already out, because I've got an idea that I want to make that's going to take a lot of greenery, and they didn't have it out. They had a lot of Christmas stuff out, but they didn't have their Christmas greenery out yet. So I have just what I have left over from last year that I could put down in here. But whoops, this is not down good. But I didn't have, I couldn't, a lot of my stuff is packed up with my Christmas stuff. Y'all, I decorate for Christmas in my home the weekend following Halloween. I know, some of y'all are going, that is ridiculous. Why would she do that? I told y'all I love Christmas. Hey, Laura from the UK, Urban Diverse. I hadn't seen you in a while. How are you, sister? Welcome, welcome. Craft Around the Clock. This Christmas, oh yeah, by Donny Hathaway. That's a good one. Hey, Shelly Stacklin. Good morning from Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Oh, I would give anything to be in North Carolina right now. I love the mountains. Love, love, love the mountains. I love the beach, but I love the mountains too. I especially love the mountains in the winter. I love snow. I love being stuck inside in the snow. I love going sledding. I love building snowmen and acting like a kid out in the snow. I am a Christmas, winter kind of girl. Love layering clothes. Just love it. I do not like the summer. I like spending time with family in the summer and when we get to go to the beach and things like that, but I'm just not a hot weather person. So, you know, there's just so many clothes you can take off, but you can keep on adding. Good morning, Susan Hicks. How are you? Okay, let me get this So I may not be putting that piece of trim down here like I was planning on it because I covered that up. All right, so here's what we have. And I think I need to put a little piece, I cut it a little too much off right there, and I need to piece it a little bit right here. So let me see if I can just find a little piece that I can blend in right here. It's so much more helpful when my husband's here to read comments. How dare they make him work? Just kidding. I'm glad he still loves his job and loves work. So for those of y'all who are new to me, I have 3 children and 4 grandchildren. I have 2 daughters and a son, and then I have 4 granddaughters, ranging in age from 18 down to 5. And the 5-year-old is one of the ones that we're going to celebrate her birthday. Now, I'll put that piece right there. It doesn't totally match, but the trim is going to come right across here, so nobody's going to know the difference. It looks just like it blends right in. Then let me try to find a little piece over here. So, anyway, I have 4 granddaughters, so there's lots of estrogen around us when we're all together. That's always interesting. Not too much testosterone, but we got the estrogen going on, I tell you. Whew, and I'm telling you, I've raised mine, and times were real different when I raised my children. So now, watching my girls raise their girls, where did I just put that piece? Now, y'all, I just had that piece right here. It's right here in front of my face. Watching them raise their children, I could not do it this day and time. I really couldn't. I honestly, I don't know how they do it. There's so much more stuff that they have to deal with that I didn't have to deal with in raising my children. I thought raising my children was hard, but goodness gracious. Okay, so see how this is going at an angle right there? I'm not worried about that because that trim is going to cover it up. So I probably should put another coat on here real quickly and let it dry. And maybe what I'll do is start putting the bells. I think I'm going to use that wire to put some bells together to hang off the side part of these. Hopefully we'll have time to get down to put the little florals that I do have in it. But if not, I'll go back and do that afterwards and post a picture. I use the Stebb's DIY Design Diary, whatever, for decoupaging and for top coat. It's a good all-purpose everything, and the consistency is great. I love it. And I get it from Vintage Retail Therapy. Most of y'all probably know Mira. I get it from Vintage Retail Therapy by Mira. Okay. All right. So while that's drying, let me cover this up so I won't turn it over and spill it. Let me see. Oops, I'll swipe the comments away. I'm doing well, thank you. Can't wait to see my daughter be a mom. I know, I love it. Allison, when I was growing up, this is not a joke. Because I don't get all into all the, all the climate stuff and all that. But I grew up in Nashville, and we used to get out of school every year a lot for snow. And we had big snows that we could sled in, and we loved it, had so much fun. And we hardly get snow now, and it's very disappointing to me because I love the snow. Oh, these already have wire on them. Okay, let's see. I don't even know that this wire will fit through here. Yeah, it will. Okay, so let's cut off some of this wire and thread some of these little beads on here on each side. That will be cute, even though they're not really rusty like the rest of it. I could go back and make them look rusty. Is your hair color natural? No, it is not. My hair color, it's getting there. My hair color right now, natural hair color, is white. Not gray, white. And it's been highlighted blonde and low lighted for years, but my hair grows really super fast, so I was having to get it done way too often and spend way too much money on my hair. I had always said I wouldn't let it go my natural color until I was about 85. And finally I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. It's just costing too much money. So I just need to go on and get it taken care of. So I did. Okay, there's 4 right there. So let me turn this around and show y'all. So we're trying to go back to it being, we're trying to get it to where it's actually the color of my roots when they grow out, which is snow white. Not gray, snow white. If it was gray, I wouldn't mind it. But it's snow white, and it's kind of getting on my nerves. But can't do anything about it, so I might as well just embrace it. All right, y'all, I'm trying. I don't know if that's going to work. Let me see about putting it. Where's that little thing right there? Wonder if I could glue this here to be a hanger. Let mine go to its natural color, more white than gray. Yeah, I don't know. My mother had beautiful gray hair, although she colored her hair until she got really sick. I don't like that, y'all. My husband, Mary White, I told you my husband was going to mess me up. Can we just stick that in there and say it's done? Okay, let me think. So far, I haven't used one thing. Couldn't you buy the color? And probably, but it's not. He keeps having to put something in it. We're still trying real hard to get the yellow out. Give me some stuff to spray on it whenever the yellow starts showing again. But we're trying to get it to where there's no more yellow showing at all, and then we can, I can probably do it myself. But right now, I've got to still keep going to him and letting him do it. Okay, y'all, I'm going to have to do something with these. I don't know what. I don't necessarily like this very much, but we may have to deal with it. I don't think I want to use that shaving thing. Let me see if I can just clip these on and then snip off the ends of this wire. Okay, well, I can put one on the other side. At least it's got a little jingle bell dangle thing. I don't know. Once I'm not under the pressure of the live, I might be able to do it a little bit better, but you kind of maybe use wire. The bells came on easier to manage. Maybe use wire. The bells came on. You like it, Pam? Thank you. I think I need to put this on this time. Okay, let's get some more bells off here. So anyway, that's the deal with my hair. Thank you for asking. You know, we women, some of us, not all of us, but some of us are pretty vain about our hair. I've always been very vain about my hair. And of course, the older I get, the less vain I become. I think I get to the point where I really don't care anymore. But But I used to, that was like #1 priority for me. I could make myself leave the house without makeup before I could leave the house with my hair looking a mess. And I religiously got it, you know, colored and cut. My hair grows like a weed, which is an advantage. If I don't like something about it, then I can know that it doesn't have to stay that way long because it's going to grow like a weed. So that's good. I am pleased with that. But I don't know. I'm just to a point now in my life where I don't want to spend the time on it. My husband, I get to travel a lot with him with his work, and so we go a lot. And then the way our page got its name, Crafting and Cruising, is that we because I travel with him a lot, he built me out of a Home Depot box, a little halfway half desk out of the Home Depot box that has okay, that's not too bad, that has little holes in it to put my paintbrushes in, and then it's got a little water container with a sponge around it, and I've got a Ryobi cordless glue tool, so I can take that with me. So he'll be driving down the road and I'll be over there just crafting and crafting and crafting. And then we got a motorhome, and we are part of a group that during camping season we camp once a month in different places together. And so we he took the table, the dining table in the camper or in the motorhome out, and made me a desk out of an old bed and an old dining room table. And y'all can kind of, I'll pan you over there a little bit, you can see I've just got all my stuff set up right here. And so while he's driving down the road, I can be back here crafting and doing lives. Don't tell the police. Now that looks kind of cute right there. Okay, so that'll make it easier to hang. All right, so I've used all the items I have to use. Now I want y'all to see this trim. Also, I want you to see these are ornaments made out of a bauble. It's called baubles mold that I got from Vintage Retail Therapy. And you can make them like this with resin. This is painted. This is one that came out just where I poured resin in it. When I had leftover resin, I poured it in there, and then you just pop them out when they dry. And so I was going to use these on a project yesterday, and I ended up not using them. I had gone in and glittered all of them. This motorhome is covered in glitter. That part I hate. But I thought about even using a couple of these on here. I painted them all white first so they would have something on the background. Right now, I want you to see this mold. I ordered this from Amazon. How am I doing on time? Can somebody tell me how much time I have left? Yes, I do love resin. I do love resin. This is called Gahing Molding Trim. G-A-A-H-I-N-G Molding Trim. Y'all, look how much you get. This sucker is heavy. So, I thought this would be pretty around the top. Of course, I'll have to paint it or stain it or do something. But I thought I could put a piece of them around the top. And originally, I was going to put one around the bottom, too. But his feet are down there now, and I don't want to cover up his feet. So, let me see. I got some that's thinner. I got several different packages of molding. And see, it has this red strip on the back that covers up the tape. 12 minutes left. Thank you, Tracy. Can you give me a warning when it's like 2 minutes, please? Okay. So, look. Very bendable. Smells very plasticky. And I'm going to pull this tape off the back. Now, this is my first time using it, y'all, so hope it's not a flop. Goodness, that tape is stuck on there. And it does have a real strong plastic smell. Hopefully that'll go away in time. Oh, you know what? I think I'm pulling the tape part off instead of just the red. I'm going to use hot melt anyway. I don't care if it comes off. There we go. Okay. So see, it's got this little piece on the back that's real sticky. I'll see how well it sticks, and if I need to add hot glue, I can. Okay, let me try to get it straight. Man, this stuff sticks, you guys. Uh-oh, I lost one little thing. I'm gonna have to use some Stick Fast and hot glue on it. 11 minutes. Thank you, Missy. Let me, Stick Fast. Let me put some Stick Fast and hot melt on here. You know, if you use two different glues, you don't ever want to use hot melt on top of your other glue. So in this case, I'm going to use, if I can get the top off, Stick Fast, and I'll put some Stick Fast on it, and then I will put, thank you, Jackie, I will put hot melt in other places. I don't know that this one's going to, this is when I need my husband here to assist in getting things off. When you don't know what you're going to do, then you don't know how to prepare. Oh, you guys, this is awful. Right, that's going to cut it. If I could just untwist it, I would just pour it. There we go. Got it untwisted. Okay. So let me just put a little bit of Stick Fast on this other one. Somebody asked me what kind of puppy I had. That puppy that I said is about to drive me crazy is a mixed breed. He is part Australian Shepherd and part Heeler, we think. They got him from a family that had both the mom and the dad. And they got him when he was 9 weeks old. And he's cute as can be. They've trained him well. I mean, he's doing great. He just has this high-pitched, you know, get on your nerves kind of bark that just sends me into orbit. And so he's not used to being outside a lot. And they put him outside today before they left for their doctor's appointment and put him on a run. And he doesn't like it. He knows that my dog is inside and he doesn't like it. I don't think this is going to stay on here very well. Let me hold it still for just a minute. Okay, so I think this trim is down tight. I don't think I have to worry about it. Thank you. So, what color do you think I should paint this, or do you think I should just stain it? I think I will go around the edge of this with my Distress Oxide and Antique Photo just to give it a little bit more of an old look. And then what I could do on this, and I might actually do this, I don't think I'll have time to do it on here, I might paint over this with like a brown color, and then, and maybe a little bit of bronze mixed with it, and then sprinkle cinnamon on it, and make it look rusty like the back of this looks. I think that may be what I do. Maybe that's going to stay this time. I don't know. So, my plan was then to stick one of these green frogs, or whatever you call them, down inside here. And then I've got all different kinds of greenery that I can put in the top. I really wanted some new greenery from the Hoblaw, but they didn't have any out yet. But I just think putting greenery in this and hanging it on the wall would be so pretty. This, I think I got from, this is from Michaels. This is that Ashland brand. So let me just show y'all what my plan is, and if I don't get all this finished, which I won't, then I'll post a picture. This is pretty. It's got little pine cones on it, so we could stick it down in here. Maybe a little too tall. Turn around where I can see it. This pine cone, stick it out a little bit. Of course, we're going to have red in here. Okay, that little piece came off again. So I've got a little bit of red. Y'all, I'm not a flower arranger by any stretch of the imagination. Got it the wrong way, don't I? So I'm sure those of you who are probably going, oh, somebody help the poor woman. I know you're supposed to have some height and some width. But that's about all I know of flower arranging, I tell you. And I have a lot of, I do have some red berries, except that I don't really have anything to stick them in, so they may just have to kind of lay down in there. Okay, thank you, Jackie. You're so sweet. I have a bunch of these, y'all, and I've got to find them. I think they're packed away with Christmas stuff. I got these 2 or 3 years ago at Walmart, and I absolutely love these things. They had them in white plaid with red and green, and then they had this. I used this. I got a bunch of them and hung on a banner type swag. Love it. Love it. Love it. I think a couple of these fell off en route. But see, if I had at least one more of these to stick down in here, I think those would be gorgeous in here. You know, so, I mean, I know y'all can't see it really well. This should be, let me get another piece of greenery and put right there. Cut one off. I'm sure I'm getting close on my time. Yeah, I love them. I try to buy greenery at the end of the season, so I'll have enough for next year, because I know I'm going to start crafting so early. Crafters have to do that. People are going, why are y'all already doing Christmas? And I said, well, if you're a crafter, especially if you're one that sells your stuff, then you need time to be able to, thank you, Mary Lee, to get it together and, you know, have a sale or whatever. So you got to have time. You can't just wait until November and do it. So this just kind of gives you an idea of what my plan was. I am going to go back and just stress this. 3 minutes left. Okay, and then, I don't know that I love this in here. And then I'm going to paint this and put cinnamon on it and see if that works. And I will glue this little top back on. So that will be 3 things, because I actually used the wire and the bells. So he didn't do me too bad, but I so appreciate every one of you all coming on and being so encouraging and so supportive. If you're not following Craftin' and Cruisin', I would hope that you would go push the button and follow. I have a Telegram notification system that's pinned to the top of my page. And if you would just hit that Telegram button, then you'll know when I'm going live. And I'm excited to get to know some of you all better. I appreciate you. I am a prayer warrior, so if anybody has any kind of special prayer needs or anything that you would like somebody to pray about, you can email me at craftandcruise@gmail.com and spell out the word and, or you can PM me. it's my honor and my privilege to be able to pray for people. And so thank you for those stars. So anyway, you guys make sure you refresh the Craft Around the Clock page. I forgot to see who followed me, Tracy. I'm so sorry. But make sure you refresh the page so that you can watch the next presenter. If you haven't joined Craft Around the Clock, please do that, because there's crafters on all day and all night. So this has been a blessing and a blast. I've enjoyed being on here with you guys. Have a blessed day. Go out and bless someone, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.